Exeter stomping on the bleachers. Low snap. The kick is good. Great move after the catch. First down and more. Now Coleman showing you the speed. Breaks the tackle. Still up at the 5 and in for the touchdown. Wow. He's gone. Gould showing you the speed. One man to beat. Yanico's going to break. He's going. Yanico inside the 5. He's in for the pylon. Touchdown. You got a game. Pinkerton. Going to throw on the run. Walker pulls it in with one hand, and now he's in the end zone. Trying to shake off a man at the 15. He's at the 5 there, and he's into the end zone. Left Hindle, short pass, put big hit here at the line of scrimmage. Dino in motion, snap taken, Heening, going to throw down the seam. He's got Coleman in the end zone. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Nashua. Nick Anastas with you live from Stello Stadium as we get set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire game of the week between the Nashua South Purple Panthers and the Bishop Guertin Cardinals. Two teams from the Gate City, two programs, two conference rivals, familiar with one another for sure, and both call this place home. Stello Stadium, of course, home stadium for all three Nashua-based schools. Gorgeous weekend weather-wise, and a perfect opportunity for both these teams to kick off the 2022 season with a victory. I'll be joined by my partner Steve Beals momentarily. The folks here continuing to file in. It's a strong student presence for both teams. This technically is a Bishop Guertin home game. So we see some Cardinal paraphernalia and drapery in the stands here on the near sideline. So both teams have been gearing up. BG, a lot of hype after a 7-2 regular season last year that caught a lot of folks by surprise. A playoff berth, a quarterfinal exit, and a lot coming back from that team that found its way to 7 victories a year ago. They're led, of course, by head coach John Trisciani, now in his 4th season. And they feature perhaps one of the best duos in the backfield you are going to see statewide. Returning quarterback, senior Matt Sanasuazo, a dual threat. Involved a lot in the run game, and defensively a demon in the secondary as perhaps one of the state's best safeties. Behind him, offensively, is the return of the running back. We saw him last year, Charlie Bellavance, 6'1", 230-pound senior, who saw his season cut short last year with an injury. He's back and healthy, and by all accounts, ready to roll. A lot of returnees up front on both sides of the ball, and of course, Coach Trisciani Jr. welcomed in his father, longtime football coach in the area, John Trisciani Sr., recently of St. Anselm College. So a little bit of a new look, but the expectation's the same. Team hoping to get back to the playoffs and potentially make some noise. Meanwhile, on the other sideline is 20-year head coach Scott Knight, back for another go-round, and he's brought back a lot from last year. Of course, South was riddled with injuries that led them to a 3-6 finish, forcing Coach Knight to throw a lot of the untested younger players into the fire, so to speak. But in the process, they gain experience, and as a result, they return 14 starters, one of the higher returning numbers statewide. So Coach Knight, spoke to him earlier this week on our program, FNL Gridiron. He spoke highly of that defense and of the front four in particular. So this one, if it can stay low scoring, the Panthers may be hanging around come the fourth quarter. We will see. All right, we'll step aside. When we come back, coin toss, national anthem, and then game time as we get set for a 6 o'clock kick here in Nashua. Back to Stello Stadium in just a moment. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. It's presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
There are the BG Cardinals storming their way out of the locker room and onto the field in front of this home crowd, getting set for their 2022 debut. Nick and Astis with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Steve Beals, my partner in crime, will be here any minute now. We get ready for the coin toss and the national anthem here, which will be done live on the field by the Bishop Guertin Marching Band, one of the more recognized band programs in the state. Nice night, about 80 degrees. Temperature may drop a little bit once the sun goes down. Right now it's hovering above the tree line. All right, I'll stand aside here for the national anthem. Well, another great job. Live rendition of the national anthem from the Bishop Guertin Cardinal Marching Band under director Brian Stark. Setting the stage for what should be a physical football game tonight. Nashua South and Bishop Guertin here. Eventually, it'll be under the lights. Got about a half hour, maybe 40 minutes or so before the sun goes below the tree line. And that's usually when the lights start to kick on. All right, to my right, I'm looking at the Bishop Guertin student section. They are dressed in very vibrant colors. A lot of bright pink, orange, neon yellow. Not quite sure what the theme is, but they certainly have made their presence known. They're also about 12, maybe 13 rows deep and taking up about a sixth or so of the bleacher space here on the near side. So they are here, ready to roll. The South Marching Band, they're off on the far side, along with the parents and some of the students. Purple Panthers in their road whites tonight. Purple pants, white helmet. Purple lettering, as you can see. BG in their home green and golds. Both teams will play in a revised Western Conference in Division I. As we know, a little bit of a different format. 21 teams this year instead of 20. Last year, 4 conferences in Division I, now 3, East, West, and Central. So Bedford and Goffstown join the West, which features the 3 Nashua schools, Keene and Merrimack. All right. BG will receive. So we'll get an opportunity to see this highly vaunted offense right away. Always one of my favorite parts, the opening hype on the sidelines. Players fired up and ready to go, as you can see. There's number 13 in green. That's Matt Sanasuazo. Starter last year. A dual threat, as I mentioned at the top of the show. Coach will call a lot of design runs in his direction. Of course, his older brother came through the program a few years ago. Sanasuazo also a pretty good basketball player in the wintertime for Coach Fisher. John Trisciani Jr., we spoke with him back on Wednesday night live from the locker room. And he gave us the pulse of the team. Feels like he's got this group focused and ready to go. He's going to send Sanasuazo onto the field early here to return, along with Ronan Ballesteri, the junior. 6-footers on the near side at about the 10-yard line. Sanasuazo on the far side. South, meanwhile, getting set to tee it up. He'll kick left to right. This is Liam Gallagher, sophomore. He's got a pretty big leg by all accounts. Student section ready to go, and we're underway as the kick is handled down the middle. No, mishandled. Recovered by Ballesteri. He's going to look for room on the far sideline, meet his first man at the 30, and stumble ahead up past the 35 all the way to the 38-yard line. A good return off the initial bobble. Got the Cardinal offense in a good spot here, 9 seconds in. Coach Trisciani all the way to the far end of the sideline here. Right around the 30-yard line in direct communication with his quarterback. Also said the offense may look a little more dynamic this year. I'm going to start with 3 receivers left side, near side, the strong side, with 1 on the far side. It's a dive up the middle to Bellavance, and he's met with resistance. South ready for the challenge up front. That's Matt Harding at the bottom of the pile, the senior, 3-year starter for the program. Member of the offensive line as well. Tough kid to move out of the way. Plugs up the hole. It's a 1-yard gain officially. Set up now a 2nd down and 1. You can hear the South band from that far sideline, giving you some in-game music. Sanasuazo takes a low snap. They go back to Velevins. This time he's got a hole. Spins his way up near the first down marker. I'm going to give him the down there. It's a pickup of 10 when he needed 9. They'll spot it just over the 49-yard line. Bellavance sees a hole up front, didn't hesitate. A couple of good blocks, spins off the initial tackler, and his momentum gets the Cardinals a first down. Again, Bellavance to the right of the quarterback, Sanasuazo. They fake to him. It's a QB keeper. Trying to avoid Harding, going to slip his way again near the first down marker. They'll give him 11 and a first down as he trucks his way into South territory at the 40-yard line. So you can see Sanasuazo slippery, good with the ball fake, a master of the misdirection. And his first carry of the year goes for 11 yards. First down and 10. Same 4-receiver set. Bellavance this time hit and dropped for a short gain. That's Connor Como, another one of these hardened seniors with a lot of experience up front for Coach Knight. Makes the stop there for South. Sets up a 2nd and 8 as we go now 2 minutes into the game. Opening drive here. And again, Sanasuazo taking his time. BG, they'll hustle everyone to the line, and then again, the direct communication from sideline to QB. Again, Sanasuazo spins and is wrapped up for maybe 2 yards. Again, Harding is there. Gets his second tackle. And now a 3rd down and 6 here for Bishop Guertin. First 3rd down opportunity for both teams. You know, South is stuck with that 4-man front. 4 hands on the turf here. 2 receivers each side. A 5th blitzer comes up the middle to the right. Sanasuazo throws near the stick, and it is caught for what should be a first down. That's Connor Gabord, 6'2" senior, all-world athlete, member of the state champion lacrosse team this past spring. Decided to strap them on for the first time, and he's been a pleasant surprise in camp. Makes his first catch on Sanasuazo's first pass attempt of the 2022 campaign. So the BG offense keeps the drive rolling, looking for the red zone now, inside the 30 on 1st and 10. Bellavance up the middle, lowers that right shoulder, and stumbles forward for an extra yard. Trying to sniff out the 25-yard line. They'll mark him, it looks like, just shy. It's a solid gain of 5 on first down, a 2nd and 5 on the way. Meanwhile, a whistle on the field. And one of the South players trotting off to that far sideline, that's Connor Como. Not sure if he's got a helmet issue or some kind of an equipment problem. They've taken him out at least for the upcoming down. It's 2nd down and 5. There's an H-back in there to the left. Bellavance to the left of Sanasuazo. They call his number. He's got a hole. First down and then some. Spinning and rumbling down inside the 15 before he's finally stopped shy of the 13-yard line. Bellavance big and strong by anybody's standards. 6'1", 231 is what he's listed at in the program. That's big for an NFL back. And you could see it took what looked like 3 Purple Panthers to bring him down in the end. BG marching. His drive began back at their own 38-yard line and is now 4 minutes old. First down and 10 officially from the 14-yard line. Bellavance to the right, trying to bounce it inside. A little bit of a cutback lane, but South doing a good job on the contain. Tackle made by Jake O'Connor, another one of the seniors up front for Nashua South. And you can hear the South fans trying to pick up this Purple Panther defense with the chant of defense. 2nd down and 8. Sanasuazo, low snap. The fake, the handoff, hit Right around the line of scrimmage and dragged down. First on the scene, Antonio Martinez. One of the senior linebackers got him around the waist. Martinez fired up. Another good stop. It's actually a loss of 1. So now a 3rd down and 9. BG went to the air on their previous 3rd down conversion attempt. Nearly 5 minutes in. Need to get to the 4-yard line for a first down. 4 down front for South. The snap. Rolling left. Sanasuazo. Short pass caught by Gabord at the 5-yard line. Looking for the end zone. Is he in? Touchdown. Connor Gabord with a great run after the catch. Able to use his frame and score Bishop Guertin's first touchdown of the season and the first touchdown of his football career. Eyes downfield, Sanasuazo able to throw on the move, and there you see Gabord split 2 players at about the 5-yard line and then dove his way across the goal line. For in the end, a 13-yard hook up. The extra point is up and good off the right foot of junior Connor Lennon. So the Cardinals go 62 yards in 9 plays and eat up nearly half this first quarter on the game's opening drive. It's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown pass from Sanasuazo to Gabord. Extra point good by Lennon, and that is where we are. 7-0, BG out in front. There's Coach Trisciani meeting with the special teams. Got to be pleased with the way the offense looked there. The drive contained a couple of 3rd down conversions. And 2 pass attempts, both complete from Sanasuazo to Gabord. So now the onus is on South to return the favor as we get set to take a look at their offense. Barring, of course, a mistake here coming up on the kick. All right, we saw Lennon convert on the extra point attempt a moment ago. We'll see him now kick this one away from the 40. It's a high kick, going to hang around all the way to the 5-yard line where it's dropped. Picked back up by the return man, going to lower his shoulder and bring it back up over the 10-yard line is Diego Cabrera, the sophomore. Good coverage by the Cardinals. So midway through this first quarter, South trailing 7-0, going to bring the offense onto the field here. All right, the quarterback is Andrew McKay. Going to send a man in motion here on 1st and 10 from his own 12-yard line. Inside run attempt goes nowhere. Cardinals with a few players on the spot, including Dante Nieto, the senior. Nieto, excuse me. Able to spell that one out early. Going to be a loss of 3 in the end. They're going to spot him just shy of the 10-yard line. Tough opening carry for the senior tailback, Damian Perez, for Nashua South. Bear with me, folks. The sun right in my eyes, at least for the next 20 minutes or so, down at this end. They're going to roll out and throw, and a leaping catch is made along the Bishop Guertin sideline by Purple Panther receiver Keith O'Donnell, the senior, able to go up and get that one. Strong two-handed catch. Pretty well covered, didn't matter. A leaping grab by O'Donnell brings the Purple Panthers all the way out to the 27. Gain of 16 and a first down. McKay ready to go against a three-man front. The fourth standing on the edge. They run to the left side, not much, as he's cut down near the line of scrimmage. It's Jacob Baker, one of the captains, two-way starter, 6'2", 220, big part of the program. Coach Tertiani singled him out when we spoke with him on Wednesday night. Going to be a force along that far edge. 5 minutes, first quarter, second down and 11. Roll out, the throw, it's complete. O'Donnell is hit right away. That's Gabord. Gets a rise out of the BG fan base after that hit. So Gabord has already scored a touchdown in this first quarter, makes his first tackle on defense in emphatic fashion. It's a gain of 1. Third down and 10. That's Karsten Lemire is the senior quarterback. Number 8 in white. Switching it up, it looks like, with McKay, who is now back and taking the gun snap. No, it is Lemire. Goes underneath, trying for the screen here. It's going to be blown up. Tanner Pulaski with the reception, but too many Cardinals in the area. Again, the tackle made by Nieto. And after 3 plays, we're looking at a 4th and 9 here, so South sends out the punt unit. Also in on the play for BG, Carter Acudamondo. Another senior there, number 11 in green. All right, here's the punt. Nearly blocked. Barely getting it off is Jason Dilivo. Return man Sanasuazo says, I'm all set, walks away. And this one in the end will be down at the 31-yard line. Nearly a 50-yard punt, no return. BG's second drive coming up. They've got a 7-0 lead on the board. As we head towards 3 minutes to go in this first quarter, there you get a look at the near miss there. An inch or so. The difference between a block punt and a 50-yarder. All right, Cardinals move the ball 62 yards in about 9 plays. And converted 2 third downs on their way to a 13-yard touchdown on their opening possession. Again, the South Band trying to fire up this defense. Sanasuazo with the gun snap. They go back to Bellavance on first down, and the senior's not going to get much. Trying to find some room up front. He's met by Colby Van Salette, another good two-way starter, and another senior. Coach Knight sang his praises the other night. And we see why as he stuffs the hole there. Second down and 9 officially. Sanasuazo finds some room on the edge, slips free for a moment before he's ruled down shy of the 38-yard line. Another slippery run for the quarterback. O'Donnell, in the end, gets credit for the stop out of the secondary. So 3rd down and 4. And again, a long dialogue between Coach Trisciani and Sanasuazo. May have changed up the play here, and now a whistle. The play clock running down. The Cardinals are going to call a timeout here with just over 2 minutes to go and a crucial 3rd and 4 on the way. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com Start raising money for your team today. Also by New Hampshire iPhone Repair. It's done while you wait, and it's backed by their lifetime warranty. Now with 6 locations in southern New Hampshire and on the seacoast, visit NHiPhoneRepair.com. By the New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com. And finally by Ghost Energy, an active lifestyle sports nutrition brand that powers and empowers users to be seen beyond the walls of the gym. All right. Out of the timeout, Bishop Guertin facing a 3rd down and 4. They've got a 7-0 lead here with just over 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Trying to keep drive number 2 alive. Low snap, Sanasuazo rolls right. He's got plenty of time. Now he's going to tuck. He's going to run along the sideline. He tiptoes his way for a first down. I believe that he went out of bounds in front of that first down marker. The officials, though, are going to spot him just shy. Wow. Just shy by an inch, it looks like. 4th and an inch. The ball just outside the Cardinal 41-yard line. They need to get to the 41, so it appears as if Coach Trisciani wants to go for it. He's going to keep the Cardinals in the gun here. Bellavance, the running back, to the right of Sanasuazo. 2 receivers each side. 4th and an inch. Sanasuazo bounces it, first down. Across the 50 into South Territory at the 40 before he's driven out of bounds. They're going to rule him down inbounds, actually, but either way, a big run as it goes for 19 and a first down. Sanasuazo, such a dual threat, as we know. Not a surprise Coach Trisciani calls his number on 4th down. A touchdown pass to the senior's credit. Looking for more here on drive number 2. 1st and 10. Bellavance going to truck his way down inside the 40. Before he's met and stopped at about the 38-yard line. Michael Mendez, one of the juniors for South, credited with the tackle. We hit the final minute here. Folks still arriving, by the way. Very good attendance in this stadium last night as well. Sanasuazo goes deep, and that's incomplete. Trying to hook up with Chase Armorall, the senior, who went streaking down the slot there, but pass overthrown by a step or two, and we've got a 3rd and 7 on the way with just inside of a minute now to go in this first quarter. And again, Coach Trish going to flash the hand signals. 3rd and 7. Really both the run and the pass on the menu here. South going to bring a blitz up the middle. Sanasuazo is going to weave his way for another first down and more. Down the sidelines, inside the 10 to the 5, and touchdown. Matt Sanasuazo, a 40-yard touchdown run. We'll call it 38 in the end. Either way, highlight reel material for the senior quarterback. Did this a lot last year as a junior, and he's picking up where he left off, apparently, with a touchdown pass and now a 38-yard touchdown run to his credit here in this first quarter. Extra point by Lennon. We got a whistle here and a flag. And we got encroachment here against Nashua South. It's the game's first penalty. It may or may not change Bishop Guertin's decision here. They may want to go for 2, and it looks like they are. They're going to take the kick unit off the field and bring Sanasuazo and company back on. So with the ball just inside the 2-yard line, BG wants to go for 2. already out in front here, 13-0. All right, Bellavance to the right of Santa Suazo. Snap, QB keeper, Santa Suazo going to slice his way in for 2. A good patient run there. And the hole eventually presented itself on the right side of the line. Caps off the drive in high fashion. A 38-yard touchdown run by Santa Suazo, and then the 2 for the senior as well. It's 15-0 with now 46 seconds remaining here in this opening quarter. So South facing an early double-digit deficit here as they get set for just their second drive of the night. We'll get another look at that impressive touchdown run by Santa Suazo. He's featured in the intro to the broadcast, part of the highlight reel that opens up the broadcast. Just a terrific player. There's Coach John Trisciani, Sr., 13 years at St. Anselm and over 40 years really in the area. A lot of knowledge down there, joining his son on the sidelines for the first time. And definitely bringing a ton, so to speak, to the program. All right, here's the kick. Going to take a bounce at the 15, where it's finally fielded at about the 11-yard line, and then going to lower his shoulder up to about the 20. It's the second return for the sophomore, Diego Cabrera. Give him the 21 in the end, and that is where South will come back onto the field. Just under 41 seconds to go in this opening frame. All right, so South on their first drive, they did pick up a first down through the air. Before, in the end, running 5 plays before the punt. All right, so Lemire, who I thought was McKay, but now that the sun's down a little bit, I got a much better grasp on the numbers. That is Lemire. And he's looking over at Coach, and looks like he just changed the play. He's going to go under center here against what looks like a 4-man front. Now back off. On 1st and 10, trying to beat the play clock, just does. Got a hand to sweep, and a good lowering of the shoulder. It's Kyle Emmons, the sophomore, with his first carry of the season. Good hard run there to set up a 2nd down and 5. Bring him out of the slot. Little motion before the snap, and then had some space up front. Tackle made by Nieto is 3rd of this first quarter. We're down to 10 seconds. This may be the final play. 2nd down and 5. South going to bring O'Donnell in motion. They're going to hand and hit early is Perez. Going to continue to fight, get back to the line of scrimmage. They may give him a yard in the end, but not a whole lot. Ballesteri on the stop. That'll do it. 12 minutes already in the books. BG 15, Nashua South 0. Panthers try to get on the board when we come back. Second quarter next. You're watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Nashua South facing a 3rd down and 7. After Perez's 2nd down effort actually lost 2 yards. So 3rd down and 7. As we're set to begin things here in the 2nd quarter, Nick Anastas with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Good crowd, good night, little bit of a breeze. Sun setting here over the tree line at Stello Stadium. Another good night for football in the Gate City. We saw Nashua North beat Bedford on this field last night by a score of 19-7. Of course, that broadcast is up in our YouTube channel, FNL NH Media. Again, FNL NH Media on YouTube. 3rd down and 7. Oh no, I was right the first time. It's like 3rd and 4. All right, 3rd and 4. I apologize. Lemire in the gun. 2-step drop, eyes downfield. Throws over the middle, complete for the 1st down. Finds a man at the 36-yard line. That's O'Donnell's 2nd grab. Senior pulled one in for 16 yards on the team's opening drive. And he gets 5 here when he needed 4, so another South 1st down. Santa Suazo on the tackle, but you can see the catch made. O'Donnell had some space over the middle. South trying to keep the momentum going. Lemire, handoff. This is Perez. Will shift his way up to the 40. Strong finish to the run. Goes for 5, officially a 2nd down and 5. If you're just joining us, Bishop Guertin scored on their opening drive, a 13-yard touchdown pass from Santa Suazo to Gabord. Gave officially the home team tonight a 7-0 lead midway through that 1st quarter. And then on drive number 2, Santa Suazo a 38-yard highlight-style run. There's a good throw by Lemire, able to get it away despite the contact. And then it's Pulaski on his 2nd catch, taken down near the 1st down marker. In fact, I think he's got it. They're going to spot him all the way up at the 50 and move the sticks. So it's the 2nd 1st down of the drive for the Purple Panthers. Gutsy throw by Lemire with the walls coming down. Took a shot from behind as Gabord got to him, but not in time. Able to get it over. And Pulaski did the rest. 1st and 10 from midfield. Against an 8-man box, it's a quarterback keeper. Good stutter step move. Gets down into BG territory. Right around the 45-yard line. They'll mark him at the 44. Good cutback to the inside on the initial rollout. So Karsten Lemire, the senior, showing you what he can do with his feet on that apparent design run from Coach Knight. 2 minutes in, 2nd quarter. A promising drive developing here for the Purple Panthers. South trying to get on the board, trailing 15-0. From the middle of the field against a 3-man front. O'Donnell, the man in motion. They fake to him. No, they did give it to him. Comes near side, but he's met near the line of scrimmage. Accomando was waiting for him along the edge, his 2nd tackle. So a 3rd down and 4 here. They gave him a yard. 3rd and 4 as we get a look at Accomando, one of the veterans for BG, able to stand him up, rather. So now a 3rd down. And it looks like 3.5 here. Looks like 3rd and we'll call it 3rd and 4. Lemire checking out the line of scrimmage. BG showing blitz. They'll rush 4. Gabord with a free shot. Completion. Another gutsy throw delivered by the quarterback, Kyle Emmons, on the receiving end for South. Down to the 25-yard line, another first down. AFC Gabord comes in with a free pass, but again, he's a split second late. Lemire hurrying his troops to the line of scrimmage here on 1st and 10. They go up the middle on a dive play. I believe that's Perez. Not going to get much, maybe a yard, wrestled down in the A-gap by Baker. So Baker, who older brother, is a member of that BG state champion basketball team from 2021. Pretty close in height to his big bro. Excellent two-way football player. And unofficially, a couple of tackles already in this first half. We're 4 minutes in, second quarter. South starting to piece together a lengthy drive. A 2nd and 10. They'll go to the air. This will be waved dead. Got a false start. That's the first penalty against the offense tonight for South. We saw the special teams take one on an extra point try that ended up costing the team 2 points. BG decided to go for 2 after an encroachment penalty following their second touchdown back in that first quarter. All right, Lemire looking to that visitor sideline, ready to go in a 4-receiver set. 3 to the strong side right. Perez is the back. Again, BG in a nickel. Throw, catch. The 25-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage and no further. Another gang tackle led by Armorall there for Bishop Guertin. So Lemire starting to pile up some completions here. And meanwhile, this drive has now gone over 5 minutes, as we're now 5 minutes into this second quarter. So the Cardinals pieced together a 6-minute drive, the game's longest, to open up the ball game. From the near hash, again, 4 receivers. Man in motion near side. It's O'Donnell. They fake to him. Lemire going to throw down the far side. It is caught in the seam inside the 10-yard line. His 3rd catch, Kyle Emmons. Had one-on-one coverage. Lemire again under pressure in the pocket, able to deliver a strike. Emmons got inside the defensive back, Ballesteri. Good concentration to pull that one in. And as we near the midway point, second quarter, South trying to make this a 1-deficit or a 1-touchdown game again. Perez left side with room. Is he in? Yes, he is. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run by Damian Perez, the senior, along the left side of the O-line, able to find the necessary room and get into the end zone. It caps off an 80-yard drive, and it's got Nashua South on the board for the first time now at 15-6. Caps off nearly a 7-minute drive, 80 yards. Extra point up and good. And instead of 15-0, it's now 15-7, a 1-score difference midway through this second quarter. Nick and Astis with you. Glad you could join us. Opening weekend statewide. We've got some scores coming up for you at halftime, including what was almost a major upset. We'll recap that game between Pinkerton and Wyndham coming up at the break. Plus a look back to last night. Nashua North, an impressive victory over Bedford. And we remind you, this coming week on Thursdays, back to our normal time slot, FNL Gridiron, presented by Beals Insurance. We will recap this week and, of course, preview week number 2 with coaches, writers, and maybe even some players. It's coming your way 6 o'clock Eastern on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. Again, that's FNL Media on YouTube. On the return, near side, this is Ballesteri seeking the near sideline. Got to weave past the 30s, twist past the 35, and drag some folks with him all the way to the 40. Piece of hard running on the return by Ballesteri. Had a pretty good opening kick return up to the 38. This is even better to the 40. Showing you what he can do in the return game. So good starting field position for BG. Cardinals had touchdowns at the end of 2 drives in that first quarter. They touched the ball for the first time here at the midway point second quarter. They got a 15-7 lead on the board. South in a 4-man front. Santa Suazo's got room left side. He's got a first down and then some. Inside the South 40 to the 30, along the sideline at the 20, dragged down near the 15. Santa Suazo, a 45-yard run, and he makes it look easy. They fake to Amaral, the defensive end bites, and then it's off to the races with one of the state's faster runners. The senior already approaching the 100-yard mark. We'll get those first half statistics to you at halftime. Meanwhile, Bellavance looking to carve out some room on the left side. Had some room, another good hole. Down near the 10-yard line. About a yard or so shy of the first down marker, so about a 9-yard carry. Now we get a whistle here. And we've got a timeout from Nashua South as Coach Knight has seen enough. It's the first charge timeout for South. So each team with 2 left here for the final 5:41 of the first half. Well, again, BG, Santa Suazo to Gabor to open up the scoring. 7-0 midway through that first quarter. They cap off the opening drive with a 13-yard hookup, and then late in the first quarter, final minutes, Santa Suazo, a 38-yard touchdown run, followed up by a 2-point conversion for Santa Suazo. Made it 15-0 BG after 1. Then a lengthy drive. 7 minutes, 80 yards from Nashua South. They get it done in the red zone with a 5-yard touchdown run from Damian Perez. Extra point good, and that's where we are, 15-7. Cardinals looking to reestablish their 2-touchdown lead on the doorstep here just outside the 11-yard line. Second down and 2. Out of the timeout. 3 receivers with an H-back, that's Gabord. To the right side, Bellavance to the right side of Santa Suazo. Quarterback takes it, give to Bellavance, he's dropped. Planted for a loss. That's Benito Median. Senior was waiting for him on the handoff. Somehow able to slip free up front and come up with a stone-cold stop, and suddenly it's a 3rd down. Officially 3rd and 5 after he loses a couple. Coming up at the 5-minute mark, Coach Trisciani taking his time on the sideline here. Again, flashing signals, and now it looks like the Cardinals ready to roll. Same formation. South with 4 down linemen. Santa Suazo left side, looks for a hole, finds it, bounces it left. Flag on the play as he dives for the pylon. They're going to, I think, rule him just shy, but again, there's a flag, and this may be a hold. Trying to run behind the big left tackle, Jake Baker. And somewhere along the way, I think somebody in green might have got a piece of a jersey. Officials going to talk about it. It's maybe the first penalty of the game against BG. We've seen 2 against South so far, and it is a hold here against the offense. Trying to see where it was. Maybe in the tight end. Galvin Bombara was in that mix there, but anybody's guess. The officials have let the players play for the most part. Only reach for the flag very Very seldomly here in this first half. Again, just 3 total penalties. All right, so 3rd and 11 as the ball is backed up to nearly the 18-yard line. Cardinals got to get to the 9-yard line for a first down. They go near side. Catch is made. Ballesteri. Good juke move. Still alive inside the 15 before he's forced out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Still about 5 yards shy of the first down marker. Ballesteri's first catch. Of course, he had a couple of impressive kick returns earlier in this first half. Sanasuazo's got another completion. Now 3 for 4. And you see the tackle made by Cody Good. I haven't said his name yet. He's one of these returnees with a lot of veteran experience, another senior. One of the program's leaders by all accounts. Well, the defense can really solidify their reputation here with a stop. We're going to have to wait for the next snap. Timeout, Bishop Guertin. It's going to leave Coach Trish with 1 left. 4:40 to go here. He's going to talk about it on a 4th and 5. We saw them convert on 4th and inches back in the first quarter. It's the only 4th down attempt either way so far. 15-7 BG, 4:40 to go, second quarter. Nick Anastas with you. Again, coming up at halftime, a look around the state. Games last night, games today. We'll recap them all, plus a look back at this first half with stats and highlights that's coming up. We get an inside look at the Bishop Guertin huddle. Our cameramen doing a great job. Again, tonight, John Barron up here with me. Down there on the field with you is Craig Incardoni doing a great job, sticking his nose right in there. We love it. All right, meanwhile, they're going to add 5 seconds to the clock. They tack on another 5 seconds to the game clock, so now 4:45 remaining. And again, this is a big down here. 15-7, BG trying to keep the drive alive. South with 8 returning players from a year ago on the defensive side, trying to come up with a stop. Sanasuazo rolls right, eyes downfield, throws. Ballesteri the catch near the sideline, and that is good enough for a first down. Ballesteri's second catch. A perfect pass on the rollout by Sanasuazo. As you can see, throws it off the back foot. And Ballesteri just gets in front of the senior defensive back, Hayden Leone, to make the catch and keep the drive alive. So BG 2 for 2 on 4th down in this first half. And now face a goal-to-go situation. 1st and goal from inside the 4-yard line. Sanasuazo calls his own number, runs near side. He's got room near the pylon. He's in for the touchdown. Untouched on his way to pay dirt. It's his second rushing touchdown of this first half. Doesn't take BG long. Minute 30 on the drive, a 60-yard touchdown drive. 4-yard touchdown run. Extra point. Lennon's kick is perfect. 22-7 BG. Cardinal student section, very vibrant. Wearing those neon colors, they love it. They're rolling deep here tonight, as they usually do. Cheerleaders love it. They're doing backflips, push-ups. And once again, South trails by 15, looking to respond here. Still enough time with 4.5 to go in this second quarter, but going to have to get themselves fired up here. There's some slumped shoulders over on that visitor sideline. They do have an opportunity to maybe score, run down the clock. And then, of course, get the ball to begin the second half as well, as they kicked it away to begin the game. So maybe kind of a 2-for-1 situation here for South. But Cardinals offense has scored now 3 touchdowns in 3 possessions here in the first half. Panthers punted on their first possession. On their second, took 7 minutes off the clock, went 80 yards for a touchdown. Here's a good return across the 25 up to about the 30. Before he's gang tackled at about the 31-yard line. I think that may have been Perez. And a good return for South. Spot him right at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Officials discussing something here. They're going to switch out the football, it looks like. All right. Quarterback returning to the field after a word on the sideline, Karsten Lemire, who had some impressive throws on that last drive. Was under pressure and delivered more often than not. Going to try and do the same thing here. 70 yards separating his team from the end zone. Man in motion is O'Donnell. They snap. They throw to him in the flat. They look for a block. They get one. Won't avoid the second man, though, as he's tackled at about the 35-yard line. Gabord in pursuit. Able to close him out after a 5-yard gain. Set up a 2nd down and 5. 2nd and 4, officially. A 6-yard pickup on that hook up there from Lemire to O'Donnell. Good tackle from Gabord. Got him around the waist. Lemire ready. Inside of 4 minutes on 2nd and 4. They throw far side this time. Catch made, 1st down. That's Jake O'Connor. Flag on the play. There's a marker down right near the 1st down yard line. Where? About the 41. So Connor's first catch, if it stands, it won't. It's a hold against Nashua South. Third penalty against the Purple Panthers in this first half. So back to the 31, they'll spot it. 2nd down and 9. The hold took place downfield on the play. Lemire gives the instruction to the offensive line, drops back in the gun, takes the snap, throws right. It's incomplete. Threw it too high for Emmons. Emmons able to get his right hand on the football, but not reel it in as it ends up on the south sideline. 3rd down and 9. South, they're going to stick with the 4 receiver set. Hard count, little movement up front, but defense able to recover. 3-man front again for BG. Looked like 2 of them jumped. Lemire on 3rd and 9. Finally ready, takes the snap. Rolls left, throws with a man in his face. That is caught. O'Connell. O'Donnell, not O'Connell. That's Keith O'Donnell, his 3rd catch, able to wrestle it away from the defender. And a good run after the catch moves the sticks for Nashua South. It's a big conversion on 3rd down and 9. Able to rip it away from Gabord. Meanwhile, 1st and 10. Go back to the flat. This is again Emmons, his 4th catch of this first half. He's going to end up over midfield in BG territory about the 48-yard line. Met by the linebacker, Zach Connerty. One of the seniors and one of the members of the lacrosse, the state champion lacrosse team here at BG, one of their defenders. Or no, that's the goalie, excuse me, Connerty. My apologies to Coach Cameron. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's dropped. Lemire throws a strike to Cody Good, but Good took his eye off it. Is that 17 or 11? May have been 11, Nate Smith. It was. Smith wishes he could get that one back. Would have had the first down. Instead, 3rd down and 4, 2:28 to go here on this stop clock. South has gone to the air exclusively on this drive, which began back at their own 30. 3rd and 4. O'Donnell in trouble, gets it away, but it's incomplete. Now a flag is going to fly. Did not see a South receiver in the area. And this may be grounding. It is. So intentional grounding is going to cost the Panthers some yards here. Facing pressure from both sides. Did a good job just getting it away, but again, got to have a man in the area. Cardinals, meanwhile, licking their chops. Set to get the ball back here on what looks like is going to be a 4th down and 24. Still enough time here with 2:22 to go. So maybe mount another scoring drive before halftime. They lead 22-7. So a 4th and 24. Punt unit on for the 2nd time here in this first half. It's handled on the far hash, and it's straight up in the air. High, going to take a dive out of bounds along that far sideline, somewhere around the 50. And spotted at the South 49-yard line. So plenty of time here. 2:14 to go for Santa Suazo in this Cardinal offense. It's been the Santa Suazo show in this first half. 2 rushing touchdowns, a passing touchdown, and nearly 100 rushing yards to his credit. See if we can tally up those numbers at halftime for you. All right, 1st and 10 from the South 49-yard line. Santa Suazo on the rollout, looking, tucking, now running near side, stiff arm, 45, spun out of bounds after what looks like a 4-yard gain. And give Jake O'Connor credit for the tackle, his 2nd. Good coverage there downfield from South. See one of the safeties, Perez, clapping his hands, trying to fire up this defense. 2nd down and 6, clock stopped with 2:08 to go. Meanwhile, the Purple Panther marching band on that far sideline gearing up to take the field here at halftime. We'll see if we can show you some of that as well. Saw the BG band do a great job with the national anthem before the game. All right, 2nd and 6. 4-man front. They keep it with Santa Suazo. A right side run. He's got room, tiptoes to the 40 out of bounds. It's like shy of the 40, about the 41. So what do we got, 3rd and 2? It's like 3rd and even 2 yards here. A couple of short side runs to the sideline, it looks like. Coach Trisciani got the clock in the back of his mind here. The stop clock, he allows him much time as he wants in between snaps to communicate with his quarterback. Again, Santa Suazo, a short side run near the sideline. This time, though, he's tackled inbounds, very close to the 1st down marker. He needed to get down to the 39, and they're going to spot him about halfway between the 40 and the 39-yard line. Looks like 4th and inches, yep. Saw this back in the first quarter. Coach Trisciani at that point elected to keep the ball in his quarterback's hands. We may see the same here. Clock ticking down, minute and 25 and counting. Santa Suazo, Quarterback keeper up the middle, first down. Down to about the 37, maybe the 36-yard line. Offense right back to the line of scrimmage. Cardinals with one timeout to play with. Coming up on 1 minute to go, first half. Their kicker, Lennon, does have a strong leg, as we have seen in this first half. The junior, 2 for 2 on the extra point attempts. Santa Suazo in trouble in the pocket, and he's sacked. It's going to be a loss of about 1. Hunted down on the play by Connor Como. I'm going to get credit for the sack, and now the Cardinals will use their final timeout with 41 seconds remaining. I thought he lost 1. He, in the end, looked like he lost about 3. It's going to be a second down and a long 13 here. So BG may have to throw. We've seen Santa Suazo go to the air 4 times in this first half. 3 completions, I believe. Although he may be 4 for 5, I don't know. See if I can get some stats here at halftime. Local media on the scene as usual. Joe Marshallana, NewHampshireHighSchoolSports.com. Down on the sideline. ETV is here. Our friend Tom King from the Nashua Telegraph. And, of course, same cast of characters and then some in this building last night for North and Bedford. Good to have football back. Of course, fans in the stands, something we can't take for granted in light of the COVID-19 situation. Good to see the bands, the students, and parents here on a gorgeous night in early September. All right. Second and long, Santa Suazo with time, pocket collapses, goes to the air, and it's incomplete. Ethan Chimilecki made a good adjustment on the ball, came back to it, but could not reel it in on his way to the ground. Goes incomplete, and he's frustrated with himself after seeing his first target of the season. Clock stopped with 34 seconds. Santa Suazo off that back foot. In the end, hit him in the face mask. So 3rd and 13. Again, 34 seconds here. BG trying to add to their 22-7 lead. Santa Suazo's got all kinds of time. Throws incomplete. Trying to find Gabord over the middle. A little bit of contact there, but no flag. Got caught up with the defender, Cody Good. Some good coverage on the play. .28 seconds. Cardinals look like they're going to go for it, but Santa Suazo is really a triple threat. He can run, he can pass, and he can punt. Seen the pooch punt catch teams by surprise in the past. He's going to do just that here. Kicks it down the middle. It's caught on the move. This is O'Donnell. It's an over-the-shoulder catch. And then it's tackled almost immediately afterwards, just shy of the 20-yard line. So 21 seconds remaining here for Nashua South. They do have 2 timeouts. They may look for a big play here, or they may just be satisfied with the fact that they're going to get the ball to begin the third quarter. They may just look to run out the final 21 seconds. We'll see. Both quarterbacks have played well. We've talked about Santa Suazo, but Karsten Lemire has been impressive in his own right. Strung together a 7-minute, 80-yard drive earlier in this second quarter. Looking for some late quarter magic here. Instead, he's going to see the official throw a flag against the offense. It's the 4th penalty of this first half against the Purple Panthers. Take a 5-yard false start. Back the ball to the 14-yard line. He lined up offside, so it's one of the receivers guilty there. And again, Lemire checks the line, drops back in the gun. Perez to his right, trips left. One of them in motion now. The hand, it's Emmons. Emmons looking for the corner. Emmons makes one man miss. Impressive run up to the 28-yard line. Clock going to run for the moment, and now Coach Knight will call a timeout. Going to stop the clock with 10 seconds remaining. Emmons has looked good in this first half. Got 3 or 4 grabs. And in the end, picked up 12 on that east-west run. So a good performance here for South. They do trail 22-7. Their lone touchdown, as I mentioned, came earlier in the second quarter. An 80-yard, 7-minute drive capped off by a 5-yard touchdown run from Damian Perez. The Cardinals scored touchdowns on their first 3 possessions before being stopped a moment ago. So South still has 1 timeout remaining, but only 10 seconds left on the clock. Ball just shy of their own 27-yard line. It's a 2nd down and 3. All right, again, 3 receivers, strong side left. The tight end to the right. Snap taking. Lemire fumbled it. And then just drops to the turf. Coach Knight may say enough is enough. And that's the case as we get to halftime. Impressive first half for Bishop Guertin. A 22-7 lead on the board as we hit halftime. Coach Trisciani must be pleased as the Cardinals scored 3 touchdowns on their opening 3 drives. South with work to do, some things to build on, but certainly in the game. 2-score difference at the break, 22-7. All right, coming up in just a few moments, we'll bring you some coverage of the Nashua South band here. Not sure if BG is going to join them or not, but they're going to perform on the field here shortly. I'll see if I can find some stats from that first half. Ben's got the highlights in just a moment. Plus a look at the out-of-town Week 1 scoreboard, including Pinkerton. Had their hands full earlier against Windham. We'll get to that in just a moment. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
and he starts playing. The first thing she yells is, "Turn it off! Turn it off!" We just won the championship in India. I think he would sit down and
Back here at halftime, 22-7. BG on top of Nashua South. Nick Anastas with you live from Stello Stadium here in Nashua. The Cardinals scored 3 touchdowns on their first 3 possessions and held leads of 15-0 and now 22-7 at halftime. Cardinals took the opening possession and ran off over 6 minutes on their way to a 13-yard touchdown pass from Santa Suazo to Connor Gabord. That set the scene at 7-0. And then on the second drive, Santa Suazo ripped off a 38-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion went to Santa Suazo as well. 15-0 was the Cardinal lead after 1. South got something going early in the second quarter. A 7-minute, 80-yard drive capped off by a 5-yard touchdown run from Damian Perez. Brought the Purple Panthers within a score at 15-7. However, that was short-lived, as less than 2 minutes later, BG went again down the field. A 60-yard drive capped off by a 4-yard touchdown run from the Cardinal quarterback, Santa Suazo. 22-7 is where we are. There's another look at the Cardinals' nest. The student section, no matter what the sport, no matter what the year, they always turn out with enthusiasm. Purple Panthers are well represented, of course, on the far sideline as well. This is officially a home game for BG, even though both these teams play their home games on this field. Been an entertaining halftime show as well. Both bands have done a good job. We see the Cardinals finishing up their set here. And we're a few minutes away from the third quarter kick. South will receive. Some stats from that first half. Santa Suazo, 15 carries, 134 rush yards to go with the 2 touchdown runs. He also again hooked up with Gabord through the air, as well as backfield mate Charlie Bellavance, 10 carries, 40 yards for the senior. On the other side for South, Karsten Lemire started the game 11 for 11. I didn't even realize that, before finally registering an incompletion there at the tail end of the first half. All in all, 11 of 12 for 110 yards through the air. And that included some gutsy throws with pressure on him. So Lemire doing all he can to keep his team in the game. We'll see him early in this third quarter as we get a look at the Purple Panthers set to take the field here. They're going to add probably 3 minutes to this clock to allow players on both teams to get warm. As there's longtime head coach Scott Knight off to the left. Now, number 3 in white played well. Keith O'Donnell, nearly a handful of catches in that first half. Number 10 to his left as well, Kyle Emmons. All in all, South did some things through the air in that first half, but going to have to figure out a way to stop the Cardinals in the second half. They did force a punt late in that second quarter and held the Cardinals off the board. So we've got a puncher's chance, down 2 scores here, 22-7, as we are just moments away here from the second half. All right, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, as there were a number of games last night, including the one we broadcasted here at Stello Stadium. Nashua North over Bedford, 19-7 the final. North opens up in impressive fashion. Bedford slips to 0-1. Let's see. Get some other finals here from last night. We've got, I guess we'll start in D2. We queue up the D1 numbers here. A lot of blowouts in Division 2. Souhegan put up 60 on Hillsborough Deering Hopkinton, 60-6. The final there. The Sabres, by all accounts, are gonna have a good year, and they show you why here in that first opener. 60-6 over Hillsborough Deering. We get a look at John Trisciani Sr. down there on the field. Milford over John Stark, 27 34-16 the final. Hanover over Hollis Brookline 35-6. Pelham handed West loss 34-7. Laconia beat Lebanon 41-6. Bow topping Sanborn 31-14. And then we saw another 60 spot in D3. Trinity 67. Kingswood 8. One of the more lopsided scores you'll see in any week. Pioneers open up 1-0, and Monadnock get a shot out. They're always strong. 34-0 over Fall Mountain. Those are some of the lower division scores. Meanwhile, Bishop Guertin coming out of the tunnel. They have added 3 minutes to the clock as we thought, so still a couple of minutes, a couple of moments away here from the third quarter. All right, I'm joined now by Steve Beals, fresh off the road. Better late than never. Coming in at halftime from a wedding. Glad you could join us. Going over some of these scores from last night, Steve, then I'll get your thoughts on the first half. Spalding a big win over Alvord in Division 1, 36-13. The final there. It's good to see Spalding get a victory after struggling last year. Concord, they hung around with Londonderry last night. Defending champion Lancers prevailed 34-24. That game was up at the Capitol. Salem, no problem with Central, 35-7. Blue Devils looking for a fifth straight semifinal appearance. Earlier today, Pinkerton was on upset alert. They led 21-0 at the tail end of the first half. Wyndham scored just before the halftime horn, and that seemed to change the momentum. Jaguars a big second half. They were within one in the closing minutes, but fumbled. Our old friend Jake Albert, now a senior with Pinkerton, recovered the fumble to ensure the win for the Astros. He also scored 3 touchdowns for Pinkerton as the Astros escape with a 1-point win on the road at Wyndham, 28-27. Let's see. In the East Conference, Dover shut out Winnicott, to my surprise, 14-0. The final there, the Green Wave showing you that they are for real by beating Winnicott again 14-0. Exeter, they beat Portsmouth. That final score escapes me for the moment. Timberlane, welcome to D1. They welcome themselves with a 41-13 win over Memorial. And finally, in the Western Conference, as we mentioned, North beat Bedford here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, 19-7. Earlier today, Keene put a 40 on Goffstown on their way to a 40-19 win, building on what was really a successful 2021 campaign, coming out with a win over an established program like Goffstown. Merrimack, they were out of state. They were up in Maine taking on Bonnie Eagle in Standish, and unfortunately they fell, 33-27. Bonnie Eagle with a win.
Good showing, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Steve, I'm sure you listened on the ride down from the lake.
Every bit of it.
What'd you think of the first half?
I had my wife holding the phone, and I was watching the game and trying to get down here and as quick a clip within reason. And thankfully, we have great arteries in New Hampshire as far as our road system, so there was no problem getting here.
Good.
No traffic or whatever. But, went to a nice wedding. Actually, the daughter of Mike DeRoche, who's a coach for Paul Levine up in Interlakes, and found out Interlakes beat Stevens, which was an upset win.
Right.
So they're off to a good start. As far as the game is concerned, Nick, it just looked like usually I think we saw the defense has kind of had the strength. Looks like the offense is kind of a better control. Certainly BG, what I could see, not much of an answer to their running game. So
here's the kick from Lennon, and we are underway here under the lights now as the sun begins to set here in Nashua. Good return from the sophomore. This is Diego Cabrera, able to knife his way up over the 30. South will set up shop at their own 32-yard line. So South, some mixed results in that first half. Couple of punts and then a long touchdown drive. This kid Lemire has looked good. Steve took a couple of hits on the release. Did not deter him. He completed his first 11.
Yep.
And winds up 11 of 12, 110 yards here to begin this third quarter.
Thought Emmons looked good, too, as well during the first half for South. But that really hurt them. They weren't able to execute that drive in the last few minutes. And then BG just went right back after originally South answered with a touchdown. BG runs right down the field. That hurts.
All right, ready to go. Checks the line. Puts a man in motion. It's Emmons near side. Takes the snap. The handoff, not much. This is Pulaski, who is swallowed up in the backfield. Bellavance, who was busy on offense in that first half, makes a pretty outstanding tackle here. He's fired up after a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, I was watching him on the video screen, Nick. He looks bigger, faster, and stronger even than he was last year. He was plenty strong enough last year. Obviously played high-level varsity high school football, but this year he looks really...
He's listed at 231.
Yeah, he looks fantastic.
Threatening to blitz here is Bellavance on 2nd down and 13. It may have caused Lemire to change things up. 3 hands in the sand, so to speak. They're going to bring a couple extra rushers on the blitz. The throw is near side and incomplete.
Yeah, nice rush there. He did not have time to let that pattern fulfill. Really needs a receiver underneath there, Nick. Did not see anybody underneath, and if you're going to get a rush like that, there's got to be a receiver. Just kind of about 4 or 5 yards line to run, and maybe a cross pattern across so he can feed it to him. And there was nothing there.
All right, 3rd down and 13. BG hoping to force the 3 and out. South trying to keep the drive alive, trailing 22-7. Minute gone by, 3rd quarter. Again, the Cardinals threatening a blitz. Little cat and mouse here, pre-snap. Yep. Lemire looks to throw, now going to tuck and run. Trying to find that far sideline, forced out, and a flag comes flying in from the back judge.
Is that a late hit out of bounds or
came
what?
At the tail end of the play, so it may be.
Yeah, but nice job by Lemire there to step up into the pocket. Took the second read there and saw that the receiver did not have the spacing he was looking for, and did the smart thing, tuck it and run, and got 7 yards, 6, 7 yards. May get more than that after this penalty.
Still a few yards shy of that 1st down marker as the official try to sort things out. Cardinals played pretty clean football in that first half, just 1 penalty compared to 4 on the other side for South.
Yep.
This is against South. It's a hold that came in at the end of the run. It's a block in the back. Either way, it's going to cost South some yardage here. Cardinals do accept the penalty. Had they declined, it would have been about 4th and 4. Yep. Now it looks like 3rd and about 14.
So it was against it. What was the call?
Block in the back.
Block in the back, okay. Came awful late. He had checked out of bounds. I was really surprised how late that was.
3rd and 15 officially. South with trips right. Lemire continuing to look over at the visitor sideline at Coach Knight. And now is ready to go against a 3-man front. O'Donnell in motion. The snap is taken. Back to throw with time.
That
goes underneath. Catch is made. This is O'Connor, and O'Connor is walloped.
Wow.
Hit hard by Ballesteri, who comes up fired up.
And Bellavance, I think.
A couple of Cardinals there. All in all, a gain of 7. Looks like 4th and 8 on the way.
Yeah. Charlie Bellavance is in there as well.
Cardinals surrender the underneath pass, and then they make sure they wrap up. And now a 4th and 8. Meanwhile, Ballesteri is down. May have cramped up, Steve. He's grabbing that left leg, and he's seated on the turf at about the 40-yard line in a little bit of pain.
Hopefully that's all it is.
This, of course, comes on the tail end of the tackle he just made.
It looks to me like he's cramped up, Nick. I think you're right.
Going to walk off the field and try to fire up the crowd.
Just to the crowd.
I'd say he's okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
also, Baker is down there.
Yeah, they're going to stretch him out.
He's getting stretched out, too. Baker, of course, the 2-way star along the line. So Cardinals set to get the football back. We're 2 minutes in 3rd quarter.
Nice defensive stand there for the Cardinals.
Keep the score at 22-7.
Yeah, South looks, when you saw the first half, they got to go penalty-free. They can't make these kind of mistakes in a situation like this, and they're not going to get much out of this punt either.
They take a bounce right into the arms of one of the gunners, Nate Smith. All in all, a net of about 25 yards. Excellent starting field position for BG at their own 47.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, their best of the night here to begin this second half. Well, Cardinals, as we know, 7-2 last season. That included really an upset victory earlier in the year that put them on the radar, so to speak. They beat Salem, I think it was week 2. And it really went rolling from there. They suffered some injuries at the tail end of last year, and then, of course, Salem got their revenge in the quarterfinals. But a lot of that team coming back. We spoke with Coach Trisciani earlier in the week, and he's done everything he can during the offseason to make sure these guys hit the ground running and can build from last year. And so far, so good with a 22-7 lead. They're going to go up the middle, and Bellavance is going to bring some folks with him. Across midfield, down to the Panther 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Nice job protecting the football there. You go into that crowd, get that first and 5 yardage. You want 5 yards and that first down. That opens up the playbook for Coach Trisciani to really look at this as 2-down territory and give him an opportunity maybe to either go downfield or do something that you wouldn't normally do if it was 2nd and 10. So buys you some options.
We saw San Suazo take a downfield shot, his only incompletion in that first half.
You may see him do it here.
Right. 2nd down and 5. Nope. They'll keep it on the ground with Bellavance, and he finds room. Downhill he goes. Lowers the shoulder inside the 35. Yeah. Another explosive yard. 14-yard pickup there for Bellavance.
Not only did he lower his shoulder, watch him wait the split second here for his block to develop. Watch this. Goes up, cuts across, weaves inside. That's a nice move. That's great vision downfield. And let me tell you, tomorrow morning, some of those defensive linebackers and safeties are going to know that they played against number 26 last night.
It's Kyle Emmons on the tackle who got run over. But that's okay. He brought him down. Meanwhile, San Suazo is going to tiptoe his way and find room down to the 26-yard line for a gain of 6 on first down.
But all this is getting developed. Good execution. No argument there as far as the backfield, the quarterback connections. Excellent job by San Suazo. He is a veteran. But this offensive line of BG is doing a great job of winning the push of war and hitting their blocks on the proper angles and at the proper level, meaning the whole low man wind concept.
And they're doing it right now with perhaps their best lineman on the sideline. Baker continuing to get stretched out. The senior tackle still down on the turf behind his teammates on the home sideline.
Good point. So there's probably a little depth there.
Cardinals ready to go. Again, a 4-receiver set, 3 right side. San Suazo going to throw.
He's got
up in the air. He's got a man in the end zone. Touchdown. A great over-the-shoulder catch by Gavin Bombara, the 6'6 senior receiver. Pulls in the score, a 26-yard hookup. It's San Suazo's second touchdown toss of the game. And the Cardinals have opened up now a 28-7 lead.
Yeah, nice job keeping himself. Watch here in the end zone. He knows where he is. See how he moves forward, gets 2 feet down. Only needs 1, but gets both feet down. And San Suazo provided with the ample time that he needed to throw that ball. And boy, did he throw a nice strike. Excellent height. Dropping right down to that 6'6 frame, and boy, he's got a radius as a receiver.
And now the 2-point try. San Suazo right side, cuts left, and bulls his way across the goal line for the 2-point conversion. Second time tonight, San Suazo has scored 2. And it's now 30-7 BG, their largest lead on the board, with just over 4 minutes gone by in this third quarter.
Yeah, they are winning the push out there, Nick. That offensive line had the defensive line of South 2-3 yards in the end zone as he ran through. So, BG, to me, I don't think South's a bad football team. I think they're a good football team. BG showing here, kind of living up to the hype, so to speak, is at least initially coming in being number 3. In the power poll.
Yeah, we talked about that. The Union leader.
So far, anyway.
Top 10, the preseason top 10 in advance of week 1. The Cardinals selected by the media members in the poll as the 3, I shouldn't say seed, how about third ranked behind defending champion Londonderry at 1 and Exeter at 2. Both of those teams victorious last night. And North, we saw them at 4. They win, and Pinkerton survived a 1-point scare against Wyndham. Meanwhile, look at this. It's an onside kick.
Yeah, it didn't go 10. It didn't go 10 yards.
Flag comes out. Looks like someone touched it around the 49-yard line. About a yard or so shy of the 10 needed.
You know, surprising, Concord hung tough against Londonderry.
Yeah.
Now, does that mean that Londonderry isn't as advertised? I would doubt that at this point. I would say Concord probably proved that they're going to be a team to take a look at.
I saw and talked to Coach Lozon at halftime, and he said absolutely Concord is better than people think.
Yep.
And good for them. Crimson Tide hanging around with the champs.
And with a new coach as well, right? I believe. The new coach this year? I'm not sure. Speaking out of turn there.
Meanwhile, South, they're going to get great starting field position here, Steve, at the Cardinal 49-yard line. Right idea, I guess, for Coach Trisciani, just the kick didn't quite have enough mustard to go the full 10.
It was the right idea. That's what confounds the return team.
Meanwhile, they give to the slot man. That's O'Donnell.
5-yard gain.
Yeah. Seen those east-west runs mix in here with Coach Knight. Trying to find some room and use some of that speed with O'Donnell. They've gotten him the ball in a variety of ways tonight, including the direct handoff there. Gabord gets the tackle. All in all, a 5-yard gain, a 2nd and 5 on the way, nearly 5 minutes in, third quarter. South looking for an answer, trailing 30-7.
Yeah, they got to do something on this drive, Nick, to have any.
On the rollout, going to throw long down the field, incomplete.
Good defensive positioning. Was that Santa Suazo? Or no, that was 12.
It's Chase Amaral.
Chase Amaral, yep.
We've got pretty good positioning there. Got a piece that looked like of the football as it came in. Nate Smith, the big receiver.
You're going to see it here. This is great coverage. Yeah, that's not a good position to have to throw from right there. Yeah, that's excellent work. Excellent defensive work.
And Smith almost made the catch anyway over the top. Look at that throw again on the run.
Yeah, they were both fighting for it. And
all right, 3rd and 5. Berthel Panthers trying to keep the drive alive. Here comes a blitz off the near side. Lemire gets it out in time, but it's too hot.
Yeah.
Incomplete. Trying to find the fullback, Antonio Martinez. Senior couldn't reel it in overhead.
Yeah, Connor Giebord, good defensive play. He knew exactly. Obviously studied the films this week. Look at this. That's great cut. He's right there where he's supposed to be.
Yep. Again, he's been a pleasant surprise for Coach Trisciani. Had never played football.
But a good athlete.
Of course, we know how athletic he is from the springtime with Coach Cameron on that dominant Cardinals team. But it's one thing, Steve, I think, to be a good athlete. It's another thing to be a good football player. It looks like Gabord is both.
He's a natural. It certainly appears early on here.
4th down and 5. Lemire trying to keep the drive alive. He's hit, and this one is incomplete.
Yeah,
drilled to the carpet there as the Cardinals again bring heat on 4th down.
Great. There's a great defensive reads here by the BG defense. Santa Suazo knows it. He can leave his post because everybody else was covered. Watch this read and react right here. He's there. Never stops. Comes right in from the safety position. That's just great work. Actually, that was not Santa Suazo. That was number 11.
Yeah. A commando.
A commando.
Yeah. He's played well
nice
tonight,
job.
too.
Oh, that makes sense because that's a long way to come from safety and be that far. I was wondering how that happened. When he got up, I thought it was an 11. I thought it was 13, but it wasn't.
Just made a Santa Suazo style play.
It looked very, very similar.
30-7, Cardinals with the lead. They take over, 1st and 10. They go back to their all-world quarterback, and the senior Matt Santa Suazo going to duck and run. Where? Just shy of midfield.
Just shy, about a 4.
With a 4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6, coming up at the midway point, 3rd quarter.
You know, one of the things that Matt Santa Suazo does so well is his decision that he makes when to hand off, when not to. He also can read blocks. He's just done it, I believe, since a sophomore he's been, taking snaps. So
a lot of starting experience both ways for these teams, bringing back a high number of guys on both sides of the ball. Got both coaches kind of excited about that when we talked to them earlier this week. Meanwhile, Santa Suazo, not much, trying to find room to that outside. Picks up 2, 3rd down and 4 on the way.
I don't know if you recall, there was rumors floating around that they were going to move him back to receiver. And then about a month and a half ago, that never materialized. And when it really gets down to it and you see what Matt can do, he's awful hard not to keep in that position, given his many intangible as well as physical capabilities as an athlete.
I'm sure he can play any position, but you want the ball in his hands.
You do.
On every snap. They go to Bellavance. Some hard running up the middle. South, though, is ready. They're going to limit it to, a yard or two?
Yep,
and set up what looks like a 4th down and about 3. Gang of white there in the middle. Jacob Frederick, sophomore, getting some snaps. Another good play there by Martinez. Of course, Harding is down there in that trench.
One of my mentors that I coached under very early, I learned a great deal from watching former professional football player, actually, who was a former running back, said, always telling his running back core, you deliver the hit, you don't take it.
Yep.
And Charlie certainly exemplifies that.
I'd say. 4th down and 2. Cardinals trying to keep it moving. Santa Suazo, far side, got the first down. Going to slice his way inbounds along that far sideline and get the first down with a yard or 2 to spare.
Look to cut in here. Watch on the replay. He looked to cut in, but he's so sharp. He watch him, and he sidesteps. He looks for a quick cut in, and then bang, he goes right outside. He's got a nose for the first down marker. Good job. Yeah, nice inside block by Charlie Bellavance. Did you see that? Yeah. Now there's a guy who's a running back, runs the ball, but he'll do the dirty work and make a great block for his teammate. That's a sign of an unselfish player.
Gets rewarded with a carry here on 1st and 10. They go straight up the middle. And again, some tough sledding. Gain of maybe 3. Colby Vancelette with another tackle there for South. 2nd down and 7. Santa Suazo, well over 100 yards at halftime, 134 on 15 carries.
Yep. He racks it up fast.
Yep. May have a shot at 200 before it's all said and done.
What's going on here with...
Well, Baker is still out, by the way.
Still out.
Walking with a little bit of a limp.
He's almost holding the front.
On the sideline, the starting tackle.
He's holding the front of his thigh, Nick, the way on that left thigh. I don't know if it's a quad or...
Meanwhile, incomplete, trying to find Gabord near the stick on that far sideline. Throw a little low. So now a 3rd and long. Cardinals have been pretty good on 3rd down today, including 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's a 3rd and 7 officially as we head towards the 3-minute mark, 3rd quarter. Cardinals with a comfortable 30-7 advantage on the scoreboard. Chmielewski in motion, snap, roll left. They look for Chmielewski's hit, and it's incomplete.
Bang.
That one perfectly timed. No flag as O'Donnell arrived at the split second just in time to deliver the hit, avoid the flag, and force the incompletion. So 4th down and 8.
Well, Coach Knight started, talked quite a bit on Gridiron on last Wednesday night about, you're going to see it right here. This is just well-timed, as you said, Nick. Ball's in the air, comes right up, boom. You can't deliver it in a better time than that. But he was pretty happy with a number of his defensive players, Coach Knight was the other night. And on the way down, and since I've been here, you can see there's some bright spots here in this D. You can see, wow, but the offensive line of BG is really impressive, even more live than when I was watching on the way down.
Santa Suazo takes a low snap. The pooch punt is away. It's a line drive. It's going to roll towards the end zone and cross the goal line for a touchback. Good hustle by Bombara, but couldn't quite get there in time, so they'll bring it out to the 20. With just over 3 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter, South back on the field, trailing here 30-7. Gorgeous night again for football. All in all, Steve, a successful opening week for us. Yeah. Gridiron on Wednesday. We're going to be back on Thursdays moving forward this season. You're going to join us this week from Florida.
Yep.
I'm going to pipe you in and get our schedule announced early in the week, get those coaches
got some
ready
business
to go.
To take care of down there.
But we'll be on the air either way Thursday at 6.
Look forward to it.
With FNL Gridiron. And also the newest edition of the Union Leader Power Poll comes out Tuesday in print. So we're going to have to get our votes in in a timely manner before that.
And Nick always gets a great lineup of guests for us every week.
It's a good hour-and-a-half show. It really is.
Have a lot of fun.
Meanwhile, screen here. Trying to free up a receiver near side. He's going to be wrestled down. That's Nieto. Starting to pile up some tackles. Number 16 in green. A good wrap-up on O'Connell.
You know, Nick, one of the good things about Gridiron Show, as we watch the replay here, is that you're able to bring in, you know, you've been a veteran in this in the media in New Hampshire for literally going on your second decade now. And it allows you to bring people in and celebrate the great media that we have across, whether it be Marshallina and, you know.
Many of those guys.
So many of those guys.
Pinzanold, King.
Yep.
Obviously the great Roger Brown.
Yep. And anybody else, you know, who.
Yeah, there's plenty of media in this state. A lot of folks
and
don't
they're all
quite
great.
realize it. Of course,
They're
Joe
all great.
Marshallina is following the Cardinals this season with the latest edition of The Season. It's a great behind-the-scenes kind of documentary focusing this year on BG football, NHHighSchoolSports.com. Of course, our friends over at the New Hampshire Sports page still doing a good job. Meanwhile, Lemire had to go down to the turf to field the snap. Throws an incomplete pass, and there was a big hit there on that play as well.
It might have been a little bit early, but I think they didn't rule it because it was out of the ability to catch it. If you look over here, you watch him as he throws the ball downfield. Yeah, I don't think it was catchable, so either way.
Well, the intended target is shaken up here.
Yeah, he got
an upcoming 3rd and 12. We're going to hit pause with 2:17 to go.
BG's defensive line has been doing a good job kind of causing havoc in the offensive backfield of South, and
it's good signs. Emmons is up. He's played outstanding tonight.
Yep.
Going to walk off the field under his own power and get checked out there on that far sideline.
I've been looking. I lost. Oh, there he is over on the sideline. Yeah, Baker's still out.
His return is questionable at this point.
Yeah,
I would say leaning towards doubtful.
Yep.
As we head towards the fourth quarter in a 23-point game.
Yep.
Meanwhile, South facing a 3rd down and 12. Just outside the 20-yard line, their own 20.
Now, the down and distance lately hasn't been in their favor.
3 receivers and a tight end. Lemire throws deep down the seam. This one broken up. Nearly intercepted. Connor Lennon in there on the coverage.
A lot of guys pulling up lame here.
Like a couple of hands on the football. Meanwhile, Chimalecki is shaken up, to your point.
Yeah.
Trying to get over to the sideline and get off the field, but
yeah, you always hope that's not an Achilles, because when you see someone walk like that, let's take a look at it as we get through here. Oh yeah, he got swept underneath. We'll get a better look here, I think. Now watch him as the play develops, him get swept underneath. Yeah, there you go.
A hard landing either way.
Hard landing, yep.
Hopefully he's okay, but
certainly hope so.
We're looking at him right now on the sideline.
Well, it looks like he's starting to. Is that 15? No, there he's number 3. No.
Meanwhile, high snap. Nice job getting it away. Lemire's punt.
And he's
take a south bounce. Fielded at midfield. Sanasuazo makes a man miss. Picks up a few extra yards down to the Panther 42-yard line. Again, excellent starting field position for the Cardinal offense now with inside of 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
That's 30-7, and you have Sanasuazo returning kicks. Don't know if I would do that, to be honest with you, but I understand the success you get out of it, but
you don't like the exposure.
I don't like the exposure on a return kick when you got a 30-7 lead.
But speaking of, they're going to line They're going to line Sanasuazo out wide here.
Yeah.
At wide receiver.
This, I understand from the standpoint of getting your backup quarterback, Nick. This is a very good move, in my opinion.
That's the junior Michael McDonough.
Right. The one that they were kind of, working with. This is important. This is a great coaching decision right here, in my view.
McDonough takes his first snap. They hand to Bellavance, and he's going to bulldoze his way down inside the 40, ends up at about the 37.
But this is not mop-up time, so to speak, Nick. This is an opportunity where he's going to face a starting defense, and it's a great opportunity to give him some opportunities. If Sanasuazo ever can't make a game, he's sick, or he's injured, whatever, these sort of things matter. So,
Final 90 seconds, third quarter. Second down and 6. Bellavance. Big hole, big move. Inside the 25. Still alive at the 15 and dragged down at about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Tackle eventually made by Perez. Bellavance contained to only 40 yards in that first half, starting to rack up some numbers here in this third quarter.
Came off a little lame now. He's limping. It kind of went down yes, he got turned over when he went down, but
of course he missed time at the end of last season.
Yeah.
Such a tough guy to bring down.
He is.
Here's another carry. No, this is a new runner.
Yeah, I saw the 3.
Gabe Korkalakis, sophomore from an athletic family, as we know.
Nice run.
He's going to be stopped shy of the goal line. They're going to say he was down right around the 1-yard line.
I thought he kind of had it, but his knee must have come down a little early there. We just didn't see it from here.
I think his upper body ended up in the end zone.
I thought so.
But he was down first, so meanwhile, Kukalakis is going to stay in. They give it to him, and he plunges in for a 1-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the varsity level. Gabe Korkalakis. Some tough running inside. Adds another touchdown to the scoreboard. Cardinals piling on to their lead here, 36-7. Now with inside of 30 seconds to go, third quarter. They're going to bring Lennon on for the extra point.
They seem to get stronger, Nick, as the game moves on, and Coach Trisciani is actually putting quite a few of his backups in, which is, again, a great move to get them some experience and give them an opportunity to let them shine. And
so 37-7. After the extra point is good. Lennon is 3 for 3 on the extra point tries. So BG starting to blow this one open. Not a running clock yet.
Charlie starting to Charlie Bellavance starting to walk a little stronger. Still a little. Yeah, looks like it's a little stiff, but
it's week 1, so some guys getting nicked up. I think it's part of what comes along with week 1. But
as long as they can work through it,
right,
get them in and out of ice. You know, the body's now going live action, full game. Conditioning is one thing, and that's important, but actually getting into live action with the full physical nature of the game
is another thing.
Against an actual live opponent is exactly that, Nick. Very different. So you tended this year to, it's not real warm done. It's a beautiful evening, but you just going this time of year things cramp up a little bit easier, I think.
And to Coach Zabolis of Nashua North's point.
Yep.
This is really the first full preseason that we've seen in nearly 2 years. The COVID-19 situation in 2020 limited the schedule, and then last year there was still some fits and starts during August of 21, and now for the first time, really in almost 3 calendar years, you get the full off-season schedule.
He caught me on that one. That was he did a great job, a great point, and a great job explaining how the season this year was different, like you said, than the past 2. But the thing that I thought he brought into it was, most of these guys are either junior or seniors, so they've essentially never gone through a full varsity experience yet.
Right.
And that's why it's great, and I think very important to continue our youth as we have worked through this and hopefully put this thing in the past.
22 seconds, third quarter. Lemire.
Nice run.
Excellent running room.
Yeah.
And he takes advantage up across the 40-yard line for about a 16-yard gain, rolls his way up to the 41.
There was a good seal block. If we get that on replay, a very good seal block here on the outside to open up that run. And he turned upfield. Watch how he is kind of straddling sideways and then sees the hole and then just accelerates full speed. I don't know if we have a...
He's held his own tonight for sure.
He has.
Meanwhile, that's the end of the third quarter. 37-7, BG starting to blow it open. Fourth quarter on the other side. Will the Cardinals cruise to the finish line, or does South have a comeback in them? We begin to find out next. You're watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
All right, back here, fourth quarter. BG a comfortable 37-7 lead over Nashua South. They added 2 touchdowns to their 22-7 halftime lead in that third quarter. It's been a big night for their senior quarterback, Matt Sanasuazo.
Yeah.
South kind of hang around. They had one impressive, lengthy touchdown drive back in the second quarter. Chewed up nearly 7 minutes.
I watched it. It was very methodical, very well. That's exactly what Coach Knight teaches it and wants it to go. I just think in that second quarter they had a couple missed opportunities there. If they could have scored a second time, but
their quarterback Karsten Lemire started the game 11 of 11. Going to get a false start here against the sophomore receiver. It's Diego Cabrera.
Those mistakes hurt. It's all part of it, though.
Starting to add up those 6 or 7 penalties tonight. 4 of those crucial in the first half.
Yeah.
Against Nashua South, and we only seen I think 2 against BG.
You know, Nick, you what do you got? 2nd and 2, and now it's 2nd and 7. I mean, those are the kind of things that you need that offense to get rhythm and flow. And what I saw is about midway through the second quarter, maybe a little bit before that, some poorly timed mistakes really hurt the drives.
Some momentum killers.
Yep.
All right, here's Lemire. 2nd down and 7. Back to throw, steps up in the pocket, throws a strike over the middle, but it's incomplete. Again, trying to find Cabrera. Amaral in on the coverage.
Yeah, but Amaral was a little early, but he disguised it exceedingly well. Watch this. I think he's in there a little early. Watch him here.
Well, on those bang-bang plays, the officials have given
he's pushing,
seemingly the benefit of the doubt
early
to the defender.
But see what he did? He did it like this. I don't think the officials could really see it.
Right.
That was a great defensive play. It only matters when it's called. And here we go again. Watch this. He's into, I think he's into his back a little early, but he disguised it as good as I've seen. Great job.
Minute gone by, fourth quarter, 3rd down and 7. Lemire looking, rolling. Got room.
What a great
job. On that far sideline, he's got a first down into Cardinal territory, out of bounds inside the 45.
Yeah, Lemire has not been the issue tonight,
43-yard line. No.
He has not been the issue tonight. I've been watching him, like I said, in both halves here, and he steps up in the pocket. He has a great sense. See that? That's when you know the pocket's breaking down, and he's got great vision down the field. That was a great choice there. So, if you've got a quarterback, you can begin to fix the other elements that are missing against a very good BG team tonight.
Lemire near side. It's a screen again for O'Donnell. And the shifty slot man works his way down inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd down and what looks like 5. Sorry, 2nd down.
2nd down.
And 5. Rocco Geraci giving credit on the stop there for Bishop Guertin. Geraci, one of the senior captains. All right, Lemire, pump fake. Escapes right, throws off the back foot. This one is incomplete as it dies.
Yeah, he should have kept running on that one, Nick. He had wide open area down there towards the first down. He's trying to make a connection with his receivers, but it wasn't. He looked pretty well covered, but if you take a look here, if we can see it, he had a lot of running room downstairs. There was no down field there. There was nothing really. Here we go. Now we'll see it. See him run outside. There's literally nobody. The 86 cannot get him if he cuts inside.
Third down. 2 minutes in, fourth quarter. 5 wide receivers here for South. Here comes the blitz. They rush 5. The throw is caught over the middle. And that's good to see Kyle Emmons back on the field after leaving with an apparent injury a moment ago. They're going to whistle him down.
First down.
Near the first down marker, they say, yep, move the sticks. So it's a 7-yard completion, and the drive is kept alive here just outside of the Cardinal 30.
Yeah, he's been...
Good night for football and a good turnout, as we've talked about. Great crowd here last night as well for North and Bedford. And a comparative crowd size-wise again here at Stellos tonight as we welcome football back statewide in week 1.
Well
Man
run.
open there, far side. The catch is made. And that is close again to a first down. They're going to give it to him.
Nice drive here. Matter of fact, they're sustaining this drive even with at least 2 penalties. I think maybe 3.
2 on this drive. Catch made, by the way, by Samson Okote, the sophomore, with his first grab of the season. Okote going to stay in the game and line up wide to the far side, right, on 1st and 10 here from the 20-yard line. Lemire trying to stay in rhythm. Got his man again. It's Cabrera.
He looks good.
And again down near the first down marker at the 10. He throws a good ball.
He does. What I like is his work in the pocket, Nick, and he's got vision. As you saw him, he looked to the right for receiver. And when you can look at multiple receivers and find the open man, and that at the same time have the vision and the awareness in the pocket, that's good stuff. Oh, boy, here's another one of
Meanwhile,
those.
a flag. There's some room right side here for Pulaski. Going to be wrestled down inside the 5-yard line, but to get a flag thrown along the line of scrimmage.
Usually it's holding.
Yep. You keep harping on it, Steve.
Right off.
These untimely penalties for South.
Yeah, but it's been going on all game, Nick. I'm not saying it'd be tied right now. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying that it's so important at the beginning of the game, win, lose, or draw, that first game of the year. You want to be able to sustain your offense and have something on the films that you can show. This is what we did when we did it right. This is what happens when you don't. And this was a nice drive in between the 3 penalties now, right? But, where would they be if they didn't? They're gaining yardage, and Lemire and Emmons, to a degree as well, are just really impressing me.
1st and 15. They're going to roll him left side. Quarterback keeper for Lemire. Cuts it up the middle, seeking the 10-yard line. Stopped just shy at about the 11. Good pickup of 5, maybe 6 there. 4 minutes now gone by, fourth quarter. Still a big lead on the board for BG, 37-7.
But the penalties create obstacles, Nick. You can't open up your playbook to the same degree that you can when you get 2nd and 3rd and 2s and 1s and stuff. They've been, behind the 10-yard stick when these penalties have occurred, and it's hurt them.
2nd down and 10. Lemire again right side.
Choice.
Again going to cut it upfield. This time he's near the end zone. They're going to stop him shy at about the 1-yard line. That's still enough for a first down.
Yeah, he's...
Should set up a 1st and goal from just inside the 1-yard line. Lemire, more hard running from the quarterback spot.
It's just the choices he makes. Look at him. He reads the outside seal, inside. Look at that. Nice cut inside.
Ready to go here at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap. They hand it off up the middle. The running back hit at the line of scrimmage and drop for a loss. Big gang tackle there from BG. About 4 or 5 green jerseys meet the ball carrier.
Still right on the line, though.
Get another look at that.
Slow it down.
Scramble
that's
from a moment ago.
Yeah, both the right spot.
All right, going to try it again here on 2nd and goal from the 1. Pulaski right side, not going to get
Lost
it.
yardage. Lost a full yard. BG penetrating.
And that's Zach Connerty, the senior.
A little surprised, Nick, that they're not throwing a couple receivers to keep those safeties in Santa Suazo honest, Nick. I didn't see anybody in the end zone looking for a pass at all, if nothing else, just to keep the defensive backfield honest.
Well, it was a first and
Well,
goal from just outside the goal line. Is now 3rd and goal from inside the 3.
Yeah, they spread it out now.
2 receivers each side. Back to throw. Lemire looking left. Throws, and that one knocked down, incomplete. In and out of the hands of the safety, Santa Suazo. He was upset with himself, wanted an interception there.
Yeah.
You're going to have to settle for the 3rd down stop. Now 4th and goal from the 3 on the way, just past the midway point, 4th quarter.
Yep.
Santa Suazo dreams of grandeur there.
Yeah.
Could have been a 97-yard pick six. All right.
They're going to go.
South going to roll the dice here. 4th and goal, trailing 37-7. The ball just inside the 3-yard line. Lemire looks over his right shoulder. Coach Knight, I think, just changed the play. Running back to his left. Snap. Handoff. Fumble. Yeah. Trying to get it to the running back, and BG is going to come up with a stop. It was a missed handoff between Lemire and Perez. So what was a promising drive sputters out just outside the goal line. Cardinals going to hold on to this 37-7 lead and now take over possession here with inside of 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, interesting play selection there. They did a great job calling the plays on the way down, but as soon as things got tight, BG was basically throwing the whole student body there right in the center, and there was just nothing there. And don't be afraid in that situation, Nick. It's so important to get your team squared right. Just call a timeout and get the group together. Make sure everybody's got their proper assignments.
Well, now BG is going to call a timeout here as the offense gets set to come onto the field. Our broadcast brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. By New Hampshire iPhone Repair. It's done while you wait. It's backed by their lifetime warranty. Now with 6 locations in southern New Hampshire and on the seacoast. Visit NHiPhoneRepair.com. By the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. And finally by Ghost Energy. Ghost is an active lifestyle sports nutrition brand that powers and empowers users to be seen beyond the walls of the gym. Focused mental clarity, legendary flavors. Be seen with Ghost Energy. All right. Out of the timeout. Bishop Guertin football from their own 4-yard line. Another series under center for the junior quarterback, Michael McDonough, as it appears like starter senior Matt Santa Suazo's night may be over with the big lead on the board, 37-7.
Absolutely. If you want to keep him out there, I'd just take him out completely. But, there's a point, Nick, where you take a player off too early because at the beginning of the season you want to get him reps. But when it's your quarterback and you've got a backup quarterback that's got some promise, you want to get you strengthen your whole program by having a backup quarterback that's got varsity experience.
They give again to Kukalakis. Another bulldozer on the roster. Going to make his way to the 5. He scored a yard touchdown run earlier. Of course, Charlie Bellavance got the start tonight. Good to see him back on the field, bigger and stronger than ever. They got him at 6'1", 231. That's big for the NFL.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, he ran well tonight, close to the 100-yard mark. Of course, Santa Suazo eclipsed the 100-yard mark in the first half, 15 carries, 134 yards. We'll see if we can tally all of that up for you coming up in the post game.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they got a man loose. McDonough.
Nice run there. Made a nice choice early. He saw it open, and he went for it. Here we go. Watch it. That's good eyes, good eyesight. Nice slip outside.
Yep.
Turns upfield. Puts the gun. Where do you go? Get outside. Grab every yard you can. Don't know heroics. He held the ball, had 2 hands on it.
Emmons,
nice job.
Emmons, another mop-up tackle from the safety spot for South.
Yeah.
He's played a good two-way
sure
game tonight for the Purple Panthers.
I think Coach Knight's in good shape with Emmons and Lemire. I would say that a number, you got to work your lines, you got to develop them, and Coach Knight knows how to do that. And so I think South can get better. I really do. But in the key positions, both of those guys have performed well tonight.
Yeah. Yep. Coach Knight was excited about the returnees, that D-line. They've held their own tonight.
BG, everybody knew, Nick, this was going to be a year for them as it was building. And for Coach Knight, he's rebuilding. So overall, he's got some athletes that can they're going to win some games for sure.
Timeout on the field. Again called by the Cardinals. Second charge timeout. Stops the clock with 3:27 to go. Again, scores, highlights, stats coming up after the game as we put a big red bow on this one. What looks like a Cardinal victory here. BG out in front 37-7. Again, they scored the first 15 points of the game. 2 touchdowns on their opening 2 drives in that first quarter. Santa Suazo to Gabord from 13 yards out made it 7-0, and then Santa Suazo did it himself with a 38-yard touchdown run and 2-point try. 15-0 our score after one. South, on perhaps the highlight of the night for the Purple Panther offense, they put together a 7-minute, 80-yard drive, capped off by a 5-yard touchdown run from Perez. 15-7 at that point. Santa Suazo later in that second quarter, a 4-yard touchdown run, 22-7. And that was our halftime score. Then more domination in the third as BG tacks on 2 more. A Santa Suazo to Bambara, 26-yard touchdown pass made it 30-7, and then a 1-yard plunge from Gabe Kukalakis. And that's where we are, 37-7 as we tick down now towards the 3-minute mark.
Yeah, BG's got some other players that are stepping up as well. They're looking pretty, as they say, broad and deep. Of course, if you look at the sidelines and the team stretches from the 40-yard line to the other 25, and then you still got 11 out in the field. Some good things got to be going on there to build that kind of a program to this point. Nice run.
They give Galakis up across the 35.
He's done well tonight.
Yeah. Tackle there by Matt Harding.
And that's really important when you've got Charlie Bellavance and Matt Sanasuazo going both ways full time, to have a good backup running back, have a developed backup quarterback, so when you need a little bit of a break, you can do it and not lose that much. Nice.
The throw here, trying to find Bambara on a slant. Just outside of his grasp.
A little bit.
Incomplete.
But
and
nice,
now the Cardinals facing a 4th and 2.
Nice form there by the young quarterback. Nice job. Good delivery. Just sailed on him a little bit. He's pumped, I'm sure.
All right, going to leave McDonough in the offense on the field here, it looks like. Unless McDonough also has the ability to pooch punt. I don't know if that's a prerequisite if you're going to play quarterback here at BG, or if that's exclusive to Santa Suazo only.
Hard to say. I can't imagine he's going to punt it, but he could. Well, he's backing up a little
back.
bit. Yeah,
I think he might.
He might be.
There it is.
Good for him.
And it's a good one.
And a real good one.
And there's nobody back for South. It's going to take a roll all the way inside the 20-yard line.
Great job.
So the
Looks like
Panthers,
he's done that a couple times.
Purple Panthers caught by surprise there, and yeah, I think it comes with the position.
I think BG's uses that as much as anybody does, Nick, the pooch punt, and it's worked very effectively for them.
Yep.
It's so important because you're avoiding a run back. And anytime you can stop yourself from getting hurt on special teams by creating that atmosphere in 4th down. And then, of course, one of every 7, 8, 9, 10, depending on the times, you actually follow through in the play, and you tend to lull teams into making mistakes on their side.
So tough to diagnose, too. If you're a defense, it's 4th and short.
What do you do?
You have to bring the safety up.
Exactly.
There's nobody back. All right. Another drive for the South offense. We're inside of 2 minutes here. Still a big deficit on the board with BG out in front 37-7. And now there's a player down for the Cardinals. This is what Coach Trisciani was hoping to avoid.
Yeah.
Been a number of BG players over the course of the night that for one reason or another have had to come out of the game.
Well, the way he twisted around then, Ben, I don't know if we can get a replay of that, Ben. It looked to me like he twisted the guy around and he landed on his back. I don't know if it's a hip pointer or what, but do we have that?
It was a tough landing in a crowd with all those reserve players on their feet on that far sideline.
Oh, we certainly don't have it there. Well, the leaves are still on the trees at Stella. We know that. Well,
either way, they
looks like Craig was adjusting his camera at the time.
Yeah. Well, he's still down on his back. I'm trying to get a number. Can't quite see it here from this far.
If I'm not mistaken, she looks like she's stretching him out off to the side.
They're going to continue here as Lemire lines up the offense against a three-man front. Going to put a man in motion, take the snap, and hand to him. It's a sweep that's going to get snuffed out. That's Zach Connerty again in the backfield. Makes a great defensive play. We've called his name a few times tonight. Of course, he's the goaltender for Coach Cameron on the lacrosse squad, one of the best in the state, in fact. And showing you that he's more than that. He's a good football player as well. That's a big loss there of about 3.
Good contain.
3rd and 7. We're inside the final minute here in Nashua. The Cardinals student section singing along with the band. The cheerleaders are doing their thing. BG looks like they're on their way to a big opening night win. Meanwhile, the backup quarterback is in the game. That is Andrew McKay, who I mistakenly thought was in the game back in the first quarter. He's in there now. And we may or may not see one more play here as we tick down inside of 20 seconds. All in all, a dominating performance from one of the best teams in Division I. Bishop Guertin showing you why they're number 3 in the Union Leader Power Poll.
As of last week.
As they get it done over Nashua South by a score of 37-7. BG opening the season at 1-0. The Panthers, they're going to slip to 0-1. A big night for Matt Sanasuazo. Over 100 yards on the ground. 2 touchdown runs, 2 touchdown passes, and 2 two-point conversions. Not to mention what he did on the defensive side. I suppose he set the bar very high for himself based on what he did last year as a junior, but he's matched those expectations at least one weekend.
I think he and Charlie both look more mature, bigger, faster, stronger, and you know they were outstanding football players last year, to say the least. This is really about keeping these 2 young men healthy, and for Coach Trisciani and his staff to keep on building. Well, we look out there. What I saw out there anyway was a lot of supporting assets that he can work around and build the infrastructure of this team to be deep as well. That's something that BG has struggled with for years, going back 7, 8, 9 years, with not having the depth. Great, competitive starting lineups, but it would drop off to quite a degree, and that would hurt them at the end of the second quarter, and then into the end of the third quarter, into the fourth. You can only do so much, right? But he's got some, as I said earlier, some players now that can fill that role, maybe 75, 65, 80%, and that's going to be something new that's really going to help Coach Trisciani go to the limit. So overall, Nick, and I have to say, I also don't think that Coach Knight can go home completely unhappy either. I mean, it isn't the numbers in the game that he wanted. He's facing one of the top teams rated in the whole state, but he's got some. He's got a quarterback, and he's got a receiver, and he's got some other good players developing. Let's see what he can do throughout the year. The next week, Nick, we're going to find out how good is Concord, how good is South. Some of these teams that face top level, Wyndham. Yeah, that's something worth talking about. But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
37-7 the final. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap this one up here with stats, highlights, and an out-of-town scoreboard for you as we get a look inside that BG huddle at Coach John Trisciani Jr. Good broadcast tonight. Good win for BG. Back in a moment here. You're watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And do you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
37-7 is the final and opening statement from Bishop Guertin as they really took care of business from the get-go. They scored 3 touchdowns on their first 3 drives and never really looked back. Held a 22-7 lead at the midway point. Tacked on 2 more third-quarter touchdowns, and then after a scoreless fourth quarter, it ends up being a 30-point game, 37-7. Matt Sanasuazo, the star, well over 100 yards at halftime. A couple of touchdown runs, couple of touchdown passes, and a couple of 2-point conversions for good measure. Of course, Charlie Bellavance back and fully healthy. A good sign for the big senior running back. He was close to 100 yards tonight. An impressive career debut for Connor Gabord, the senior, with a touchdown of 13 yards to begin the ball game, and then was involved in a number of stops defensively as well. And Gabe Kourkalakis deserves a shout-out as well, the sophomore with a 1-yard touchdown late in that third quarter. South, their lone touchdown came in the second quarter, a 5-yard scamper from Damian Perez, the running back. But really, South's story was their quarterback, Karsten Lemire, the senior, stood tall at times in the face of pressure and ended up with a pretty good stat line after completing his first 11 passes of the night.
The other thing is he's really developed, you can tell, some chemistry with Emmons. If they can continue to work on timing and patterns, the thing that impressed me most, especially first official game of the season about Lemire, is his presence in the pocket. He knew exactly where he was. And let me tell you, that BG defense is probably as good as he's going to face all year. That was a big item I think Coach Knight can take away from this. He's got a quarterback that knows how to maneuver, made some good decisions. I actually thought he had a touchdown there, but they were right down there. They saw he was a little bit short. But overall, Nick, you got Londonderry facing a much better than thought Concord team. You got Exeter. I mean, just handing it to the Portsmouth team, and then now you've got BG here doing what they did. To me, those are the top 3 tiers, and of course, how good is Wyndham is another one. It's kind of like another Concord and how good is Pinkerton? I mean, Pinkerton could be dynamite, but Wyndham just could be, who knows? So this is an interesting thing as things stratify. A little early to find out who's going to be there, but overall night, very good night for BG.
Good win for Dover as well. We're taking a look at some of the out-of-town scores. 14-0. They beat Winnicott, who opened up at 7 in the Union Leader Power Poll. Of course, North here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire last night. Top Bedford, impressive fashion, 19-7. And Wyndham almost pulled off the upset at home against Pinkerton. They fumble the ball away, down 1 in the closing moments, and end up on the wrong side of a 28-27 final. Steve, your final thoughts before we say goodbye.
Stay healthy. These top-tier teams have got to stay healthy because some of these players are just so valuable, Nick. If you lose them, it's going to change some of the complexion. But I think BG proved one thing tonight is they've got some guys that can come in and fill in that are going to kind of do the job. So I think BG's got to go in very happy. We know that the Trisciani father and son team won't be happy. That's just their nature, and that's why they succeed. As far as Coach Knight, he's got a good group of guys he can work with and develop that team. And of course, he certainly has the experience to do that, Nick. I'm just fascinated to find out really want to see this thing after week 3 and see who's played who, and then we start getting some of those top-tier matchups of the people that are kind of at the top. But beautiful weather. It's football season, so I'm a happy guy.
Absolutely. All right, want to thank Ryan Brown, Bishop Guertin Athletic Director, for welcoming us in with open arms. Always easy covering the Cardinals when Ryan's around. We appreciate that. Of course, we appreciate Coach Knight, Coach Trisciani for speaking with us earlier in the week. Our friends from ETV as well. Good to see them. Good to work with them. And we're glad for another 2022 edition of Friday Night Lights, working with the folks on the ground here at Stello Stadium. Speaking of FNL-NH, check out all our archives on YouTube. Of course, the handle is FNL-NH Media. Again, on YouTube at FNL-NH Media. For our crew, that includes the hardworking Kristen Beals. Glad she could make a guest appearance here for the second half. Appreciate her. Of course, John Barron, Craig Incardoni spearheading the setup and bringing you the visuals all night long. Ben Beals, our director, the man behind the curtain, always hardworking. Back in the Beals Insurance Studios in Bedford. And for my partner, Steve Beals, appreciate the hustle to join me in the second half despite the late wedding. My name is Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time. BG 37, South 7. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.